Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gamers Vault, and I'm your host, James. First, I want to say Merry Christmas to those people who celebrate Christmas. It's a little bit after Christmas after this time. I'm making the video. Please forgive me. I'm going to get into that in a second. But, yeah, it's been an okay Christmas here at the Vault. We experienced some flooding, and I got a picture I'll throw up somewhere to show you. Thank God for renter's insurance. No, my gaming collection did not get ruined, thank God. It was a computer that I use as a server and a rug. So, thank God for renter's insurance. Farmers, dum bum 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 bum. Anyway, definitely help me out. That's what I'm doing. So, beside that, if you haven't told already, I'm sick, and my fiance warned me about doing a video, being sick, showing the rest of the voice. I saw a couple of videos. While you're sick, it's really bad because you're bored. That's one. And two, you go online and you watch other YouTubers, and you have an opinion, and you want to give your opinion, but you don't want to type it. You want to actually say it with your own words because it means better. So we're gonna get to that too. That's why I made the video. So please forgive me. My voice is gonna sound raspy at times. I will try the best that I can to move forward. But we're also going to talk about some gaming news as well as the classics, because we all know the SNES Classic, the NES Classic, and other classics that come out. Hey, I'm not done talking. I don't want to talk about you right now. No, later. Anyway, guys, let's talk about the news first. I promised myself I would not touch on it. I didn't want to give any validity to it, anything like that. And let me tell you, I can't help it. Now, I promise, again, my fiance not to get upset and to yell and to use my voice because, as you can see, I don't have much of a voice left. So, what am I talking about? Soulja Boy, that. Listen. I don't blame whoever. You like his music. That's fantastic. But whatever. He got into gaming market, and he started selling gaming consoles and mini gaming consoles, and bootleg iPads, and bootleg phones that you can buy from AliExpress or Best Gear, which is another Chinese site. So pretty much what he's doing is it's a small scheme where he puts a link to the games on his website, and then it automatically orders to his distributors in China, who will then send you the console within 3 to 4 weeks. Some of the consoles come with stickers, some of the consoles come with just by itself, and you can get these for dirt cheap, but they're like marked $200, 200% above profit. Fuck that. I don't use much words than that. I mean, he's made $5 million in sales, stating that Nintendo would not do anything to drop the ban hammer on him. We know Reggie watches all. So, I'm going to say one thing about it. I think he's a scumbag. I will not purchase any of the consoles. I will not show them on this channel. That is retarded. I refuse to do that. I'll put validity to his empire. The only thing I will tell you guys, beware of crappy guys like that guy. That's what I gotta tell you. That's all I gotta tell you. The next thing I'm gonna tell you about real quick before we get into what I want to talk about. If you want to report people like that, I'm gonna tell you how to report them, and I'm gonna leave the link down below. So Nintendo, smart as they can be, because you know me, I always have my fights with Nintendo, but at certain points you have to give. Nintendo has a website where you can report anonymously to those people, to head Nintendo's lawyers, the lawyer gods who've been suing people for ROM sites and all such of shit. Yeah, those guys. You put fill out a form and you let them know that Soulja Boy is doing this. Will it help? Probably not. But if enough of us do it, it says something to Nintendo. Just keep that in mind. So I'll leave the link down below, and I'll leave it to you guys. The next topic. Yes. Everyone's been asking about it. Did I get it? Did I get it? And if you didn't see the cameo before, I'm going to show it to you again. I did get it. I got 2 of these bastards right here. And I'm going to tell you, I bought them each $100. I didn't buy them for $60. I got them $100 a piece. Yes, I spent actual money to have one closed, one sealed, and one to play with. So I can hack. Yes, that sounds so ironic right now. Like, you just talked about reporting it to Nintendo, but yet you're going to hack your console. I'll get to that in a minute, guys. I swear to God I will. But I bought 2 of them. But not only did I buy 2, I also went to a distributor in Akihabara. In case you guys don't know, that's in Japan. And I got the Japanese one as well. This one is not open because it doesn't matter. If you want to see other videos that people have done, I can show you videos and stuff. But when they turn it on, it's not the same. You can put it in English. The menu will come up in English, and all the games will be in Japanese, just to let you know. But it does have the Japanese release titles. So, just to show you guys. So, I do have a Japanese classic, and again, putting it to the side. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why do you have 3 hunks of piece of shits? You just showed us shit on your channel. What's wrong with you, James? A lot of things, but mainly, one of the things I want to talk to you about is the classics. Now, we all know these things were meant to be made to, like, Nintendo already said they're meant to be made to keep us intermission between consoles. The Switch is coming out. Okay, Switch is coming out, but we got to give them something. NES Classic. Okay, the Switch is out. The Switch is out. Okay, we're coming up with another. Okay, you know what? Let's put out the SNES Classic. That's fine. We'll drag that out. We're done. Matter of fact, no, we're not done. You know what? We'll go ahead and re-release the NES Classic. Come on. You know what I'm talking about. I have the releases of both of the first edition NES Classics and the second edition NES Classics, and to be honest with you, there's very little detail for them both. They all sit on my shelf, except for the ones that, because I said I buy 2 of the same classic consoles. I don't buy the resell. I don't fill them up with ROMs and sell them to the guy down the block. I fill up with ROMs that I own, games that I've owned in my library. There's a way to rip your ROMs from your games. I put them in my library so I don't have to hook up the console and play it on the console. Yes, there is a gray line to that. 1, you shouldn't be ripping ROMs. And 2, if you do rip ROMs, you shouldn't be modifying the console, because when you purchase it, part of their table of contents, they say you're not supposed to modify these consoles. Putting it out there. I have to tell you the legality of stuff. No, I'm not telling you guys you need to do this in order to get better, but I have to put out the disclaimer. Now that I did that, I'm going to move on. So, why am I not showing you my classic? Now, I have it hooked up. It's right over there. But I got a cheesy $10 32 gig stick. A no name stick. It works. Excuse me. It works. But it runs slow. So I got another one coming. It's a 128 stick PNY that I'm going to use. And there is a 3.0 Jabapowitz one that looks like this, 128 gig stick I'm going to use. So I'm going to use them as a comparison to both for the libraries to show you guys, and then I'll put them in the links below. If you want to use them, go ahead. And no, when you buy them, I don't get a cut of that stuff. It goes straight to wherever you buy it to. So just to give you a heads up, I'm just doing it for just educational purposes. So keep that in mind. Before I even go deeper into the hacking of this console, because they made it really easy, but they need to work on some things. The one thing I gotta say, as far as the games go, very cool. The library, as you probably already guessed, looks like this, and it's not so bad, but I am upset a little bit about PlayStation, not Nintendo, PlayStation, on the way they handled the release of this console. It definitely was rushed. Everyone's complaining about the DualShock controllers not being a part of the PlayStation, but I gotta put it into perspective for you guys. I'm not defending them, but In a way, I am, so please don't take it that way. Sony did it right. It's hard for me to say, and I'm going to drink some water for this because, oh my god, I'm about to get into this. Alright, Sony did it right. What do I mean by that? With the release of the PlayStation in its original form, they did not release the DualShock when it came out. It had the normal standard controller. It looked like this. That's what it came out with. And this is actually the classic version of it. It actually looked exactly like that. Sorry guys. DualShock came out later. It'd be cool if Sony wants to make it up to us and release a second rendition with better games, or just release an accessory with the DualShock. Come on, Sony. I know you don't watch my videos, but someone's going to have to put this out to you. Come on. Give us the DualShock. It would be cool. If someone out there who's a modder can mod out a DualShock controller to work with the console, hey, more power to you. I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy that. Just putting it out there. So, that being said, how did I like the original games? Now, be honest with you, I played one or two of them, but I really didn't get into them too much because between the flooding and then Christmas and then everything coming at me, didn't get into it too much. But I have a brother. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna put a video clip in about a minute to show you. Just to keep in mind, my brother is autistic, but he is he's a functioning autistic, and he's a sweetheart of a guy. And he texts me, and he goes, "Hey, bro, you know what? Let me just cut to the video." Now, before I do, I just want to point out he was playing Metal Gear Solid on the classic that has not been hacked. Hasn't been hacked. This is regular gameplay on the classic. Check it out.
Okay, James, this is the error that I am having with Metal Gear Solid. This error just popped up when I was about to escape from Liquid, about to blow me up in his helicopter, and now this came up. Need help how to figure this out. Don't know why this happened.
So as you can see, guys, an error in middle of the gameplay comes up on his screen, and he was like, bro, do you know what's going on? No, honestly, I don't. He loves Metal Gear Solid. He was playing Metal Gear Solid, and it crashed. And he said it does it every time. Every time. And this is straight out what Sony sent to us. It crashes. So, I just want to put that in your guys' mind that the classic, out of the box, has a problem. So, do I feel bad about hacking it? Let me calm down a minute. No, I don't feel bad about hacking your console. Not in the slightest. A matter of fact, I hope the hack that they improve on lets us remove some of the shitty titles that you put on this console. Because there have been some shitty freaking titles that you could have done to this console. And you did do it. I'm sorry, but I have to agree with some of the people that I hear on YouTube. Crash Bandicoot should have been a staple. And you didn't put that on there. Twisted Metal? I'm happy. I love Twisted Metal. That's perfect. Resident Evil, you should have put all three on there. And not the director's cut for Resident Evil. That has the DualShock on it, and we can't use the DualShock because you didn't put that on there. Sorry, not sorry. That's the way it is. So Sony, come on. I know you can come up with better consoles, and if you're trying to use the Nintendo excuse of making something in between the next console, we already know the leaks of PlayStation 5. We know you're going to be coming out with this soon, even though you're foregoing the E3 launch. You're going to be doing a Nintendo Direct. How am I not surprised? Of course, you have your own TV platform, PlayStation View. So, for you to not to do a Direct, that's just staple for you at this point. You should be doing that. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be a dick about it, but you really don't need E3 anymore. They spend a lot of money to go there, and these companies can do it from the privacy of their own offices. So a lot of them have their own streaming platforms. Hell, this is YouTube. I'm doing a streaming platform right now with a C920 camera and a Blue Yeti. Just want to point it out there. And I use Power Direct to edit the video. That's it. Nothing magical about it. So just to keep that in mind. Now, do I like the classics? So far, so good. I do like the mini classics. Why did I buy 3 of them? 2 of them are for my display purposes, especially the classic that came out for Japan, because it had different games versus the one that came out for the States and Europe. I haven't gotten the sealed protective boxes for them, only because people haven't made it, because it didn't really make big of a splash. If you're out there and you know where people make their boxes, let me know. The next video I will be doing is with the classic hacked, with my own personal library that should have been on your classic, as well as the 2 USB drives that I'm trying to do USB drives that doesn't break the bank, excuse me, because a lot of people are buying these, and I can see the thumb drives are starting to go up in price because people are using it for their classics. So I'm trying to do something a little bit more innovative with the classic, and that's what I'm going to be doing in the next video that's coming out. I already ordered the flash drives. It is New Year's coming up. This is the day before New Year's Eve, so New Year's is down the block and around the corner. So just to put that out there, guys, I will be having the next video that I do with my personal hacked library. And when I say hacked library, I mean I own the game. I'm going to rip the game. I'm going to put it on the drive. And that's it. I actually own the own property. I have my own licensing key with the games that I have. Just to put it out there for you lawyers that love to be all technical. Yes, I'm going to mod your console. I am breaking that. But that's my personal use, and I'm not selling it to anybody. Don't sell your consoles, guys. I've seen a lot of stupid things, like something like this, that comes out on freaking eBay, filling up flash drives. Don't do that, because you're going to get the bad hammer dropped on you. And the same thing happened to someone in the UK with the Switch. Either way, guys, let me get going. I need some tea and need to lay down. I still feel a little bit of a fever. But I will see you guys next time in the vault. Happy New Year's, and take care. And if you do like the video, thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe.